Hello everybody. So I went to my appointment, obviously. It went really well. Everyone is super nice, and the facility is very clean and sleek, and I don't know, when I see the facilities I kind of think it's like sexy. It's nice, it's clean, everyone is super nice, very helpful, very informative, and they communicate everything. They had me fill out some paperwork when I first came in. I did give them that paperwork prior to showing up, but they wanted to make sure nothing changed, so they asked me to fill out more paperwork, which I did. They took me back to a room where they did more scans of my jaw. They had me take my teeth out and bite down on this little gauze. They did two separate scans, I guess is what you call it. And then they took me upstairs to the second floor. And that's where like all the surgeons, and that's like where everything happens is on the second. Well, I'm assuming that's where everything happens is on the second floor. But they put like resin in my mouth and marked some spots. Honestly, I don't know what the hell they did, but it was, they had me go back downstairs once they put these points and this resin inside my mouth, and did more scans. And when I could see on the scan, when I came back down, it was like showing them areas and depth, probably where these areas that are marked where the implants are going to be, just to make sure that it can be done. Now, he said as far as immediately afterwards, there are two ways this can go. Either way it goes, I'm going to need at least 2 days of my gums healing. So that means regardless as to what the outcome is, A or B, 2 days will be needed with nothing inside my mouth, just for that 48 hours of healing to take place where the implants were placed. And then after that, the two options A and B. A would be when he torques the implant, depending on the torque. I'm not sure what that means. Anyways, depending on that, that's going to tell them whether I can be what they call immediate load, and that's going to be where they place the implants in, and then they have the denture inside there, the overdenture, whatever you want to call it, and it's torqued inside there. It's screwed in, and it's attached to my implants. Or the torque is not very good, and I will either leave with my dentures that I have now. I did tell him that like when I smile, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of like a little crooked, and my bottoms just float constantly. So I'm constantly chewing on my lip. They're floating up, and I'm biting on my inner lip. I always have a sore over here on this side because I'm just chomping, and I mean like chomping hard. It hurts a great deal. So he definitely knows that the bottom's not working for me anymore, and we're going to take care of that regardless. Or I can just have a new set made altogether that I will wear for the next 3 to 6 months. I'm going to wait 6 months just because it's easier to plan that way, because I'll have to come back here to get my my permanence place. So another thing that I asked was how it's made and what it's being made with. And it's cool because they gave me this little thing here. And a lot of people keep asking me all these questions, and it's kind of like a breakdown of everything that they're doing. Now on here, it shows 4 implants, but that's not the case. I'm going to have 5 implants placed on top and 5 implants placed on the bottom. So obviously we all know the more implants that are placed, the healthier the outcome will be. So they have the implants on here, which are $900 each for each implant. They have a zirconia superstructure, so that's like the base of the denture, and then diamond acrylic denture for top and bottom. For the zirconia, it's $6,000 a piece, and for the diamond acrylic denture, it's $580 each. And then there's the general anesthetic and so on, conscious sedation, whatever you want to call it, is in here. They told me that generally, depending on the patient, because obviously we all know that we're very different, it can range from $20,000 to $21,000 roughly. That's for the whole implant procedure. And that includes anything over, and I asked them this too, anything over higher than $5,000. The suite comes with the with the price. So, and they have different tiers of suites too. Obviously, this is the penthouse, which is going to be the highest suite, and then it kind of goes down from there. But that is included anything over $5,000. So obviously, if you're getting implants, you know, you're probably spending more than $5,000 out the door. So it's always nice to know that you don't have to like leave. You know, I go back to my first day at the dentist whenever I had all 28 teeth extracted, and I had to go from, and that was just general anesthetic. It was just general numbing. They gave me the most they could possibly give me, and I still felt a lot of areas at the end. I had to go from the dentist to Josh, the denturist, to get the temporaries placed in there, and then from there to home, which I think by that time it was like 5 o'clock traffic. By the time I got home, as you well know, I was in excruciating pain. I was crying. I think I traumatized my kids because, you know, mom's strong and she's never, you know, she never goes down or whatever. And I was definitely down at that moment. So it's nice to know that I don't have to leave a dentist and then travel to where I need to, you know, recuperate and recover. Everything's done right here. I can go downstairs, have everything done, straight to upstairs, and never leave the building, and just focus on healing. That is a huge plus in my experience. What I experienced, that makes me happy. And then also I was given prescriptions. So it's very strange here in Mexico that, so these are the prescriptions that they gave me. You know, they gave me prescriptions. And the first one is, of course, amoxicillin. They want me to start taking that. So my date was originally set for Wednesday, but he just came up and knocked on the door and said, after speaking with the surgeon and you know, the schedule changing, they have me for Tuesday at 12:30 is when my implant procedure begins. So that means I will have to start taking them Sunday for the amoxicillin. They want 2 days before the surgical date to start taking the antibiotic. So that is 875 milligrams / 125. Take 1 capsule for 12 hours during the 7 days. Again, they gave the ibuprofen. I had that filled, but I can't swallow huge pills, I'll be honest with you. But I brought my own ibuprofen and Tylenol so that I can fluctuate between those two. And that's every 8 hours, you know, for 4 days. I'm not sure how to say this, ketorolac, sublingual. It's 30 milligrams, and it says, when I read this, I was like, oh, that must be for nausea. And it says place 1 under your tongue every 12 hours for 3 days. And then after looking up what this was, it's actually a pain, it's a pain pill, pain relief. I guess it's not really a pill, but it reminds me of the nausea medicine in the United States, the one that you just stick on your tongue and let it dissolve, you know, for nausea. And then the last one, 2 bottles of chlorhexidine. I think this might be the mouthwash that everyone keeps calling the magic mouthwash, but they did have 2 bottles. Now, I went to Walmart, and that was, that was insane. Trying to shop is very hard here. I had to like look things up, and it was difficult, but accomplished. And this is all the medication here, except for the mouthwash. They did not have the mouthwash, so I'm going to go to another pharmacy just right around the corner here to get the mouthwash. But what's strange about Mexico, when you go and get a prescription, I gave her my form, you know, and this is like this is the English version, and then I gave her, you know, the Spanish version. I gave it to her, and she just kind of looked down the list, you know, walked away, did her thing, and came back with all this, and was like, you know, we don't have this, you have to go somewhere else, but here's all your stuff, and, you know, give us our money and bye. So, no identification was taken. It was very laid back, very just like you're, you know, shopping for meat at the deli. So that was kind of strange for me. It was good though, you know, there was no hassle and, you know, insurance claims and this and that and other thing. You literally just got your medicine and went right about your business. So that was very convenient. Maybe too convenient, but for my case, very convenient, thank God. So that's my update. I am a candidate. The doctor, the dentist, was absolutely amazing. He was very, very informative. He told me everything that they were doing while they were doing it, and just very kind and caring too, very considerate. I had to keep my mouth open when they put this resin in there, and I couldn't let my tongue touch anything, and I had to keep it open. And he made sure he gave me a mask, because he was like, we want to make sure you're comfortable, not just walking around, with your mouth gaping open. So they were very thoughtful, very kind, very caring. And I'm very, very happy that I am getting 5 implants on top and bottom instead of just 4, because I did ask him about that, if that was something that I get, could do. If we do 4 now, at some point in the future, will I be able to place 6 or 5 or however many more I wanted to? And that's when he told me, well, that's okay. You wouldn't have to do that, because we're automatically going to do 5 on top and bottom. So that made me feel so much better about the procedure. I was very nervous this morning, but now I'm excited and I'm ready. I feel like I am confident and just secure in the facility and the doctors and dentists, and I just feel confident about the whole event. And now I have a few days to enjoy myself. So I'm going to, and just as a reference, I wanted to do this before I left the States, but I didn't. Everything was just really hectic, and crazy. But just to document somewhere, I am 121.6. That is my weight at the moment, 121.6. And I have a feeling I'm going to be losing some weight. I hear that a lot in all of the stories and some of the videos I've seen online with the implants, that the first week and 3 months is kind of the hardest, and a lot of people seem to lose weight during that time. I really hope that I don't lose too much weight, because I worked really hard to gain some weight. I was 80 to 100 pounds my entire life, and to finally be at a healthy weight, I don't want to lose it all, and I know at the end it will all be worth it, and I will I should be able to eat much more than what I can now, so it should be very, very worth it. But that's my update. I am on my way to implants. So you can always just contact A1 Smiles in regards to some of the things you want done. They're just very communicative and honest. They're very down to earth, very honest. And I gave you some of the prices. Your implant, $900. The zirconia superstructure, that's $6,000. Sedation is around $500, and the diamond acrylic denture is about $580. So, and everyone's different. Some may need bone grafts and sinus lifts, and I do not need any of that. So I'm thankful for that. But again, everyone's different. So just reach out to them. Let them know that hey, you seen Genevieve on here going through her journey with you, and you're just curious, about prices, and I'm sure they will definitely let you know. All right, so I'm going to get off here, and I'm going to try to relax for a minute, because it's super hot, and I mean like drenching, thick, take your soul hot here. It's very, very hot. It's raining a lot. It is, the rainy season here, which I don't mind, because I miss rain. I miss having rain. Washington, where I live, the high desert does not have rain. So I am enjoying that. I will get on here and update you. If anything changes, I will definitely update you. I need to figure out a way to, if you go to Instagram and you look at A1 Smile Design, you're going to also see parts of my story on there too. So make sure you look up their Instagram and watch it there too. And it gives you, they have so many testimonies from so many different people and clients who have come here and had work done. They have a lot of happy clients. So that's another area that you could look at, is Instagram. And I believe they have a Facebook page as well. I know I am in a lot of groups for the, Cancun and Mexico, dental departures and dental vacations, and they are also very helpful as well, as is Stephanie too. Thank you. You've been super helpful and very supportive, and I really do appreciate that, especially right now. It's scary and it's hard, and it's all those things, but it's like happy things, happy nervous and happy scared, and you know, but I'm very, very excited. I will update you if anything changes. I'm sure if it does, you know, obviously they're going to let me know like they did today. It went from Wednesday to Tuesday. So, and I am here until the 9th, or the 10th, I'm sorry, the 10th. And I will arrive back home on the 11th. So that gives me more time to heal here in the facility for aftercare healing, you know, which I'm glad. I told them that I would like more time, and they made it happen. So very, very happy. I will update you shortly when the day comes. Love you all. Bye-bye.